Hello, my crafty friends, and today I'm doing the journaling card and beloved visitor. That would be day 5 or December 9th. So I have these two cards that I had never really finished, and since it's a beloved visitor, I also like the fact that animals, I kind of, as if you've watched any of my other videos, there are times when I talk about my animals, and I truly do love them very, very much. And I think they have a special place in my life. And that's why I have the black cat, because Cricket is black. I don't know if I've ever showed her picture here. I might be able to conjure one up. And the other thing is the crow. And I love the way it looks, but pretty much we have a lot of birds that come around our house, and we have feeders out for them. We have hummingbirds, and I just felt like it sort of represents a good portion of what I feel are beloved visitors in terms of the nature that comes and visits us. Sometimes I think because of all the building that's going on, the birds are the only ones left. We do get some coyotes and javelina, but they are very stealthy. So we used to have, what was it, a bobcat. There was a bobcat. We've had deer. We had tons of deer. So right now, all I'm doing is I'm putting a journaling paper on the back. I like the coffee dyed papers, as opposed to just leaving it blank. And to me, if I could ever make coffee dyed lined papers, I'd love that, because I have dysgraphia, which is a difficulty in writing. I don't know if it even matters now, but dysgraphia for me is the inability to write. I went to Catholic school. And we learned script, and I always had trouble with that. I was given, there's a whole ton of stories related to this. But anyway, in the Catholic school, most of the people, if you meet, they have this beautiful script, because it's sort of like a whole big lesson plan that you have to go through to learn how to do script in Catholic school, at least when I went to school. And there's just, oh my God, I just have a horrible, horrible problem. I remember, even as an adult, when I would have to rewrite notes to make them legible. It's ridiculous. Certain pens are better than other pens. Certain times are better than other times. If I have padding underneath, sometimes that helps. Not always. Not everything is cut and dry. It's just a matter of, it depends on the day and the way my hands are going. I don't know exactly how it works. Some days I have really good handwriting, and some days it's just absolutely horrible. So having lines on the paper makes it a little better for me to write. Sometimes I can't even read my own handwriting. As an adult, I remember one time a person that I worked for said to me I had handwriting like a doctor's, or there was times when they said that I had handwriting like an old man. So, just another part of my life. Anyway, I don't know. Do you have trouble writing, or do you have beautiful handwriting? If you do have beautiful handwriting, I'm so, so envious. All right, so there's my two little peoples. My little beloveds. So I'm going to go take them, and I am going to do sewing around them. Decided I would do straight stitch and zigzag, and I think I chose to do three times around for both of them. I am going to put a little hole on them, and then put some yarn through them. Now, I have a sort of a purplish, dark bluish theme going. It tends to be my accent color for this. I really like those colors, the dark blue and the purple. not a lavender, but more of a really dark purple as well. So I'm going to be using some yarn to create these little tag holders, or whatever you call it. So turns out when I come back after I do the sewing, I'm going to make a tassel for one of them. I just felt like that's what we're going to do. So there's the sewing. It's not too hard to sew through these things. I have a sort of heavy-duty machine because I made purses and cosmetic bags at one point. And I don't like, really, I know a lot of people love when the threads are hanging. I really have a hard time with that. I don't know why. I just do. The threads, I don't mind the yarn, but the threads really drive me crazy. So I decided, after I put this particular yarn through, I thought it was just way too thin. And I'm going to try a few different things. One is crocheting a short chain. That would be okay if I just made it from the yarn, from the ball of yarn to begin with, and then I can make it long enough to come around. I think that would have been fine. But being that I had this yarn, I don't even know if it has to do with trying not to waste things. I thought I could try it, and it just didn't work out. You'll see, it got really, really, and I should have known better. And this is what I believe in, is that you just try to do things, and if it feels correct to you, if you look at it and you like it, and it just, in your gut feeling, you feel okay. See, I already know it's just too short. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna persevere because I don't want to give up. So I figure, all right, maybe it can come through. The problem being that the ends were so short, I couldn't get them to wrap around again. So they came through, but you see they're so loose that they're going to come apart as they get used. So I really needed to make the chain longer. I tried to bring the ends through and around to kind of lock it in. So you'll see I'm going to try to get them to come around again. It doesn't work. See, I do try. And this is the only way you're going to figure if anything works for you. You've got to attempt it, whether or not you feel it's logistically possible. And I think if the ends were longer, it would have been possible, and I could have tied it in and not. Didn't work. I just decided, nope, we're not doing this. So I'm going to take it off. And I do happen to have another one. See, I made this curly Q one when I was demonstrating how you make flowers out of yarn. And that's in another video, which you can find all the videos for Dephemerember down in the show more, as well as 49 Dragonflies and Luise Heinzel. Forgive me if I said that wrong. 49 Dragonflies is Barbara and Luise. They are friends, and they created this whole adventure, and I am going through doing my take on them. There are some beautiful things that people are doing, and there is a Facebook group that you can join, and you can see all the ideas. Oh my God, they're gorgeous, gorgeous things. I can't wait to see Barbara and Luise's. I love watching their videos. It really inspires me. So this is where I decided I'm going to make a tassel. And I realized I was going to make it too short if I did it that way. So I wrap yarn around my hand. Some people use a piece of cardboard. This is how I do it. It doesn't bother me. If you want to make a nice big fat fluffy one, a piece of cardboard would be easier to work with. Then you take and you tie a end piece around the top and you tie it off. Then you're going to come down about an inch, depending upon how big the overall piece is going to be. In this case, it's only about an inch, maybe even 3/4 of an inch. And then you're going to wrap another piece of yarn around that. And you should do a double or triple around. This is also how you make worry dolls. This is also how we used to make yarn dolls back in the day when I was young. And they were so cute. We used to make these for Christmas ornaments as well, so you could do that. And once you've done that, and you've secured it where it's double knotted, you go down and you clip the bottom opposite where you put this knot. And then I like to straighten out my tassel part by clipping everything and making sure it's even on the bottom. Now for this particular make, there's a lot of extra string hanging from the top, and I just figured that out, and it doesn't bother me. See, there's that extra string. I'm just going to clip it down and not worry about it. I don't know what I'm looking for right now. I think I was watching something on TV. Yep, just causing another knot, and then we're going to clip everything to one length. And it's really cute. This particular yarn has like a shiny piece through it, and it really stands out. It's sort of festive in my opinion. So now I'm going to attach it to the tag, and I decided to put it with the crow. And that's it. I think it's cute, and it will fit nicely with the rest of my stuff. I'm not sure where I probably will do a more of a run through, because I keep changing where I put things in the journal itself. But here it is. I think they came out nice. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you like, subscribe, and comment. Which one's your favorite? I'll see you tomorrow.